Good evening everybody, it's Avril from Mitchy Titch Yoga here. I hope you are all well. I certainly am. I'm a little bit tired, I've had a very busy day. Do I look a bit bedraggled? And I've just noticed, see, little Mitchy's giving big Mitchy a hug. But we can't see him. There he is. Hello, are you okay? Well, this evening we are going to read a story that I think is really funny. It is called A Squash and a Squeeze. A great story by one of our favourites, Julia Donaldson, and the illustrations, you know what they are now, don't you? Yes, the pictures inside are by Axel Scheffler. Okay, so I'll be sure to show you some as we go through. But it's a lovely rhyming story. And there is a moral to this story. I'm just wondering if you'll be able to guess it at the end. I'll give you a moment at the end to guess it before I tell you what it is. Is that all right? Good stuff. Okay, so whilst my two little doggies are asleep on the sofa, shall we start before they wake up and start woofing everywhere? Yes, okay. Here we go then, everybody. A Squash and a Squeeze by Julia Donaldson and illustrations by Axel Scheffler. There we go. Okay. Off we go, off we go, off we go. Here it is. A little old lady lived all by herself, with a table and chairs and a jug on the shelf. A wise old man heard her grumble and grouse. "There's not enough room in my house." "Wise old man, won't you help me, please? My house is a squash and a squeeze." So what do you think? Does it look like a squash and a squeeze? It's rather small, but I bet you it's a bit cosy. "Take in your hen," said the wise old man. "Take in my hen? What a curious plan." Well, the hen laid an egg on the fireside rug and flapped round the room, knocking over the jug. The little old lady cried, "What shall I do? It was pokey for one and it's tiny for two. My nose has a tickle and there's no room to sneeze. My house is a squash and a squeeze." And she said, "Wise old man, won't you help me, please? My house is a squash and a squeeze." There she is with her hen. And her poor jug got broken. "Take in your goat," said the wise old man. "Take in my goat? What a curious plan." Well, the goat chewed the curtains and trod on the egg, then sat down to nibble the table leg. The little old lady cried, "Glory be, it was tiny for two and it's titchy for three. The hen pecks the goat and the goat's got fleas. My house is a squash and a squeeze." And she said, "Wise old man, won't you help me, please? My house is a squash and a squeeze." Can you see him peeping through the window? Maybe he can't fit in anymore. "Take in your pig," said the wise old man. "Take in my pig? What a curious plan." So she took in her pig, who kept chasing the hen and raiding the larder again and again. The little old lady cried, "Stop, I implore. It was titchy for three and it's teeny for four. Even the pig in the larder agrees. My house is a squash and a squeeze." And she said, "Wise old man, won't you help me, please? My house is a squash and a squeeze." Oh, there they all are. Do you think it's a squash and a squeeze too, Christine? Hi! "Take in your cow," said the wise old man. Taking my cow? What a curious plan. Well, the cow took one look and charged straight at the pig, then jumped on the table and tapped out a jig. You see him having a dance. The little old lady cried, "Heavens alive, it was Teeny for 4 and it's Weenie for 5. I'm tearing my hair out, I'm down on my knees, my house is a squash and a squeeze." And she said, "Wise old man, won't you help me, please? My house is a squash and a squeeze." Oh, she's pleading, look. Oh, what a funny book. "Take them all out," said the wise old man, "but then I'll be back where I first began." She opened the window and out flew the hen. "That's better, at last I can sneeze again." She shooed out the goat and she shoved out the pig. My house is beginning to feel pretty big. She huffed and she puffed and she pushed out the cow. "Just look at my house, it's enormous now." "Thank you, old man, for the work you have done. It was Weenie for 5, it's gigantic for 1. There's no need to grumble and there's no need to grouse. There's plenty of room in my house." And now she's full of frolics and fiddle-dee-dees. It isn't a squash and a squeeze. Yes, she's full of frolics and fiddle-dee-dees. It isn't a squash or a squeeze. There you go. Oh, I love that book. So I said I would give you a moment to think about what the moral of that story was. I wonder if you've guessed. Well, the moral of the story is that sometimes we just never see what's right at the end of our nose, do we? Sometimes it takes other people to point things out to us. Sometimes we don't realise just how good we've actually got it. You see? So that was the old man's trick. The wise old man's trick, wasn't it? He got her to squash everybody in, and when they'd all gone, she said, "Well, my house is perfect, actually." And she couldn't see that before, could she? No. You see? So, a really good story, a squash and a squeeze. Thank you, Julia Donaldson, for a good laugh this evening. I enjoyed it. Now, I hope you're all snuggled down. I hope you've got your pyjamas on and you're ready to go to sleep. Okay, well, I shall see you all on Friday. I haven't decided what I'm going to read yet. I wonder what it'll be. I don't know. So I'm going to say good night to Christine, and she's going to give Emily Jane a big hug and a big kiss from me too. Okay? I will see you all very, very soon. Love you to bits. Night night.